Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you can hear me. I'm just adjusting my mic. Um crazy crazy story time of Anime North that I want to share with everyone. And then um we will be playing Hollow Knight after. It is not my first time playing Hollow Knight, but I still have a lot of areas to discover for the first time. So I would say it's my first playthrough, then my first time playing. It's such a hard game, but I feel like I'm getting better, so I'm excited. So, on to story time. This took place Friday, May 22nd. It was my first time going to Anime North. Um, so my sister wanted to go. She'd been wanting to go for a while now. But she didn't want to go alone, which is understandable. So she asked a few times, and before I used to say no because I did not have the mindset to enjoy it. But she asked again this time, and I think around uh, February and March to buy the tickets, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm down to go." Because one, it was on a Friday, and I was taking a break from school, um, and two, like I've always wanted to go, and I figured this would be my chance. So we got the tickets. She paid for them. I think I have to pay her back for it. I'm not sure. I have to still figure that out. Paid for the tickets, and I'm excited. Um, Thursday, I prepared myself. I got my outfit ready. I got which was a turtleneck, sweatpants, and my kimono, the green kimono that I was getting. If you're on Twitter and Blue Sky, you probably have seen it. If not, go check it out. I posted it on those two platforms, not on my Discord. I'm not very active on Discord as I should be. So if you want to see the outfit, go check out the socials and you'll find them there. Here, let me type it in. So one is Twitter, and I think one is Blue. Actually, I know Souls has all of it. And then I know I have one for Blue Sky, but I don't know if I know Blue Sky. Did I keep it simple? No, I don't think I made a thing. Okay, well, I'll have to make it or I'll have to check it after. But those are my socials. So I got my sweatpants. I had three outfits initially. One was a Pokemon inspired with a sweatshirt. And it's not a hoodie. It didn't have a hoodie on it, but it was like similar material to a hoodie. It was a sweatshirt and some leggings with and maybe like a black crop top under so my bra is not showing through. The other outfit was a very casual jeans, graphic tee, and a cardigan. And then this one, which was what I was excited to wear because I haven't had a chance to wear the kimono very often, was the black sweatpants, black turtleneck, and the green kimono. So I had all three outfits ready. And then the night before on Thursday, I literally went around my room looking for things like a clear backpack, my wallet, a notepad, and a pen in case like I got to meet people and like I can write down their handles. So because not everyone has a business card of their VTubing or social media account. So a notepad and a pen to write down people's socials. What else I prepared like a water bottle to keep with me in case I get thirsty, because we were allowed to bring snacks and drinks to the convention, so there was no restrictions there. So I prepared a water bottle and no snacks, just a water bottle. I prepared two. One was the Perrier lemon water, lemon flavored water in case I felt sick, and one was just plain regular water with a lot of ice because I prefer my water cold if I have to drink water. I prefer not to drink water. I prefer juice, milk tea, anything but water. But I brought water with me because it's the easiest. So 2 waters with me because it's the easiest. So had that. And then got everything ready the night before, and then I set up my dialysis a little bit earlier than usual, so I can wake up a little bit earlier if I needed to. Sorry, I'm like a little bit tired after going to Anime North. I've been feeling very low energy, so took a lot of energy out of me. Anyway, moving on. Started my dialysis a little bit early, went to bed early as well, but for the life of me, I could not sleep. I think I was just too excited for the convention that I was running on 4 hours of sleep. I went to bed probably around 10 or 11, connecting myself to my machine, but I could not sleep. I did not sleep till maybe 4 a.m. because I was that excited, and I woke up around 8 a.m. So running on 4 hours of sleep. I didn't actually get out of bed till like maybe 11 a.m. Because if I got out at 8 a.m., I would have needed a nap, but if I napped, I would not wake up till like maybe in the evening. I take hour-long naps, not 20-minute naps. I take like maybe 2 to 4 hour naps. So I stayed in bed just watching like YouTube videos and stuff like that. And then I finally got out of bed at 11 a.m. Went upstairs, got myself some tea from my mom, came down, and then started doing like my morning routine of cleaning up my machine, brushing my teeth and everything. Got my dialysis supply ready before. I didn't set up the machine, I just got the supplies ready on my bed. So when I came home that night, even if I didn't have the energy to set up my machine, everything was right there on my bed, so I would be able to set it up instead of going up and down the stairs to get my supplies. So got my brought down the machine, showered, and like used the bar of soap like 4 or 5 times, because one thing I've learned going to conventions is there is a distinct odor, I guess, when people I don't understand why, like, just take a shower, people. My sister had like a very awful smell go up her nose that she wanted to like, she was very disgusted. Like someone smelled like they pooped apparently right there, so it was not pleasant. But I had a mask fortunately, so I didn't really smell that much, unless it was like, I guess, very very strong, and then I would smell something. But my sister and my brother-in-law were able to tell much more than I wore a mask the entire time, except for when I was eating or drinking something, because I am already sick. I am getting better. Like, my symptoms have gone down much, are disappeared mostly. I'm just having the cough right now. But I am still sick, and I do tend to get sick when I'm out in public. So I wore a mask the entire time for my safety. And it helped with the scent. So going back, I showered, used the bar soap like 4 or 5 times, and then I got dressed. I didn't wear makeup, even though the outfit could have been, more put together. But yeah, I was very sad that I didn't have like a black mask that I could have wore on top of my regular mask. It would have pulled the outfit together much better. But cosplay was not even in my thoughts so much later, and I'll explain that. So got dressed, did my hair, did like a side pony for my hair, got my outfit on, and then I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, this kind of looks like the outfit from Demon Slayer. So I had these 2 white ribbons. I've saved for years now. I've never used them. So I was like, I know where they are, so let me go get those. And so I got the 2 ribbons, and I just wrapped my ankle, from my ankle to just below the knee, and I was like, yeah, this is very much like a Demon Slayer outfit. So did that and got myself a sweatshirt to wear on top of my black turtleneck because I was starting to feel cold, which was a good move because the weather was starting to get chilly, and I was very much comfortable with the sweatshirt on top of my turtleneck. I was slightly cold when I was outside, but I wasn't like shivering. Boops Pandora, thank you. How are you, Silver? Thank you for the headpats. So I got a sweatshirt, I tucked it into the sweatpants, and then I wore a belt on top. And yeah, it was very much a Hashira outfit from Demon Slayer. Not any of the characters, but it's inspired. The silhouette was there. I do have swords that I wanted to bring, just my own. It's not any of the cosplay swords, but because it is a metal blade, I decided against it because I don't want to be I don't want to be, put into jail for bringing a weapon. Because in Canada, carrying a weapon is illegal. Any kind of weapon, any kind of sharp object, any kind of knife, any kind of baton or gun, any kind of weapon that, or any kind of object that can be considered a weapon is illegal. Yeah, so I decided, not a good idea. So I left the swords at home, which honestly I'm grateful because they are a little bit heavy, so carrying them without like a strap just in my hand would have been annoying me eventually. So I'm glad I left that home and I just had the silhouette on. But some of these people at the convention are so dedicated to their cosplay. Like, I saw a few people carrying like heavy objects. I don't know. Thank you for the headpats again, Mephi. How are you, by the way? I hope you're doing well. I'm just sharing my story about Anime North. It'll get crazier as I go towards the end of the day. yeah, some of these people are so dedicated to the, like, it was so extravagant with their props that they carry around, and I'm just like I saw someone carry a coffin around. I saw someone carry like wands and swords that are like taller than them. Some people were in heels. Some people had like a whole skirt that was like from one hand to the other when you spread it out like a T shape. Like it took like a good chunk of the space, and it was so beautiful to see. So mine was very casual. I wasn't even planning on cosplaying, but when I wore my initial outfit, it was very much Demon Slayer inspired. It looked like a character, like I could belong in Demon Slayer. So I just wrapped my ankles quickly and got myself a belt, and it was chef's kiss for what I had. No money spent, but with the pop items that I had owned previously. So yeah, so I did a tiny little photo shoot. Not really, I just took some photos in my backyard, posted on the WhatsApp group that I'm part of with my family, so that my sister and brother-in-law could see that like I'm ready. And I was ready, I think, by 2 p.m. Yeah, or 1:30ish, I think. Definitely before 2 p.m. I was ready to go. I had my drink, I had my backpack, clear backpack with my wallet and cell phone and all my goodies that I thought I needed. I had like my shoes picked out, and I was just, chilling, vibing. I'm just pausing because there's an ad going on and I want everyone to hear the story. So one of these days I'm going to set it up where it's going to be like a 3-minute ad every hour, and we can take a break and go stretch our legs, get some snacks or whatever, go for a bathroom break or something. So one of these days I'll get to it. I don't know when. Um Thank you for the headpats. It's just about to end soon. All right. So the community is back, or is coming back, and where was I? Oh yeah. So, I got ready before 2 p.m. We initially planned to leave for 3, but then I think last night or the morning of, my sister's like, let's leave for 2. But so I needed to get ready before 2. So got my whole outfit and everything ready, and then I was just chilling. My brother-in-law called me and let me know that my sister was in a meeting and it's taking some time. So we're probably gonna leave for 3. So I just decided to watch Hello Kitty Island Adventures on YouTube on the TV while waiting until they showed up. And then at some point I needed to use the bathroom, so I went downstairs to use the bathroom, and then I hear the doorbell ring and my sister's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm here, I'm in the bathroom. Okay, I don't think she heard me, so but she definitely did come into the house because my front door was open. So after finishing my business in the I washed my hands quickly and I like ran upstairs and I was like, I was in the bathroom. I was just like, oh, okay. And she was like unloading her car with like stuff into the garage, so we didn't even leave right away. So yeah, so she lives about 2 hours away from my location. I live with my parents. She is planning to move back in with us. So I think she's getting her. She just brought some of the stuff that she wanted to keep here. So that's why she was unloading. So she was unloading her stuff. I was just chatting with her and then we were about to leave, and then I remember I had my water bottles in the freezer, so I quickly went to grab them. I brought like two Perrier lemon water with me. One was half frozen, one was like room temperature, and I brought like a thermos water bottle with me with ice cold water, plain, like no bubbles or anything. And then we brought some extra water bottles for the rest, for my brother-in-law and my sister to also have on hand if they needed it. And we were on our way. My sister did the driving. My brother-in-law was in the passenger seat and I took the entire back seat. I prefer sitting in the back most of the time, especially if there's no one next to me. I do not like sitting next to people, even my own family, so I prefer to sit in the back, and it worked out. So on our way, we went to the Toronto. It's not the Toronto Convention, but I think it's called the Toronto Congress Center or something. It's in Mississauga, close to the airport. If you Pearson Airport, if you know the location, great. So the traffic wasn't bad. I think she drove on the 407, which costs money, but the traffic wasn't bad at all, so it was great. I have a parking permit for disability, which I forgot to grab. My mom put it in her car, so my sister ended up dropping me off near the front entrance, and she and my brother-in-law went to go park the car, and then they were going to join me later. So I got out so after arriving at the TCC, I went in to get in line. Everything, we were in the north building initially. That's where the main entrance is. And the line, the entrance, like, people set up beforehand, but the event doesn't open till like 5 p.m. So we got there just a little bit early. It wasn't too long of a wait, and because I already went towards the line, we got in pretty quickly. So we went to the north building after they opened up, and we were walking around, and then we all three decided we wanted to go to Artist Alley. We all three wanted to go see the Artist Alley. So what we ended up doing is we looked at the map. We saw that the Artist Alley was in the south building. So we made our way towards the south building through the building. So there's the outside entrance and there's like an inside corridor path. We made it to the south through the inside corridor path, and because the area just opened up, there wasn't a lot of people. So we were able to take a few pics by this space that had no one in it. Me and my sister took a photo, and I took some photos. I'm not gonna post them because you can see my face, and I don't want to reveal my face. I don't think I did a face reveal. I know some people can recognize me, but I don't think I did a full-on face reveal of myself, and I don't want to do that either. So I'm not gonna post them. Maybe I might do, thank you for the head pats. Maybe I might do like one with like an emoji on top. But yeah, so we were in this section, had no one, absolutely no one in there, right? And we were about to make our way into the south building through this corridor when a staff member was like, "You can't be here if you're not staff." And we were just like, "Oh, okay." And then he asked us like, "How did you guys get in?" And my sister was like, "It was open. The path was open. Like there was no one telling us no or anything. The path was open." And I swear to you, like this man, I thought he was having a meltdown because like he was breathing. Everyone was like he was assisting someone else already, and we were all like, "It's okay, just breathe." Right, we were telling him to breathe. It's okay, like it's not the end of the world. But I swear he was like having a meltdown because he was just not about, like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't going according to his plan or whatever. He was a member of staff, but I don't know what his problem was. But it did feel a little awkward. He did apologize, like, "I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be difficult, but the convention just opened and a lot of things are being dropped last minute." Those weren't his exact words, but those were his words, but not exactly his words. I'm just paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly that. But he's like, "The convention just opened and a lot of things are being dropped last minute. And sorry, I don't want to be difficult." Yeah, like for everyone's safety, they do have to uphold certain rules. So but I just didn't understand why get like that. My sister definitely felt like he was being rude and didn't appreciate it. But I've learned that a lot of weird people come to these events as well, and you just have to like not let it get to you. You just have to like let it wash over you and move on, because you know it's only gonna ruin your experience if you hold on to those. So yeah, so he was not happy. My sister did try to reach out to Anime North about accessibility accommodations for me, but no one got back to her. And when she mentioned that to him, he got frustrated again, because apparently the path we were going on is only for staff and accessibility visitors. And when my sister tried to reach for accessibility for me, no one responded, no one replied. So there was like I think we could have used that corridor easily, but we didn't have any proof. And if you look at me in any general setting, you wouldn't realize I'm disability. I am considered disability because of my dialysis in my country. I have the permit, I have the tax benefit, so I am considered disability according to the laws of the government in Canada in my area. So he was just very frustrated. So because I can't prove that I am disability without my permit or a letter, I didn't bring one with me because I didn't think I needed to. We couldn't use that corridor, or else we could have, I think. So he led us through a closed exit that nearby exit. But he was like, this is only for staff and people of accessibility. We're just trying to keep things in order for everyone's safety. And he did, and we asked, okay, so what's the easiest way to get to the south building? And he's like, the easiest way to get to the south is to go through this exit, go down this path, and turn left, and you'll see the entrance for the south building. So we just followed his instructions, and we eventually got to the south side building. But yeah, that was our initial bad experience, but it's nothing to fret over. So we finally made it to the south side building, and there was 3 sections. One was a vendor's venue. The second section was the artist alley, and then the third section was a flea market. So we decided to go to the vendor's venue first, just to see like what's available, right? To shop around. So we at the vendor's venue, we saw a lot of swords, like real metal swords. We also saw a lot of merchandise like Gundams. There was a few shops that had Gundams, the little Pop Mart figurines. What else was there? Plushies. There was lots of plushies. A lot of clothing stores too. Both like Japanese style clothing, Gothic style clothing, kawaii style clothing. Not regular clothing at all, just like very themed, very specific style clothing. So Gothic I saw, Japanese kimonos, Japanese ninja outfit or casual wear, kawaii stuff like the little frilly aprons and pink bubble tops and heart-shaped tops and everything, kawaii outfit, Lolita outfits. What else was there? There were some few like artists with their graphic tees and everything. I did see a custom graphic shop where they brought like different style hoodies and t-shirts in different colors, and you can get a print of theirs on any size or color you want instead of pre-made ones. I ended up getting a t-shirt that said, what did my t-shirt say? I have it right here. The Stay at Home Club, which is very much me. I love staying home. I don't like leaving my front door if I don't need to. So I got a Stay at Home Club t-shirt in the size, I think, medium. Yeah, this is a medium, which is a little big for me. I'm usually a small. Yeah, I'm usually a small. I would fit into an extra small if I didn't have the boobas that I am so fortunately blessed with. Yeah, I'm not as flat-chested as I would like to be. So yeah, I gotta stay at home in a medium, and they gave us stickers. So each one of us got a sticker. My brother-in-law didn't purchase anything from that shop, but my sister did. She got a t-shirt that said, "I'm going to my little job that pays for this stuff," or something like that. So she got a t-shirt, I got a t-shirt, and they gave us a sticker, one for each of us. So my brother-in-law got Go Away. I also got a Go Away frog, and my sister got something. I forgot what she got. Another ad's coming in like a minute, so I'll just take another break. I should really do that. 3 minute ad break BRB, so it's not interfering with my story time and gameplay. I should write that down so I can work on it maybe after stream. So, yeah, so that was very nice of that. I think because the convention just opened and we were one of their first customers, they decided to give us a sticker. So I have mine on my phone, on the back of my phone, and I'm just gonna be like, point at this at any annoying people that come at me. Art starts in a few seconds. Wow. I thought I was gonna start, but okay. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. I can't talk. Okay, so we got our t-shirt and then we started walking around again. My brother-in-law has been to that particular location. Oh, there's the ad. Okay, so yes, I was saying, my brother-in-law has been to that location before. I don't know if it's the same convention. I don't remember, but he did share some horror stories that, of his experience. So because I think it had to do with the exit. So there is like a very, very particular area where it was only like a weird merchandise and they had to walk through that to get to the exit. I don't remember the story clearly, but yeah, he did share some horror stories because he's been there already, and it was just really interesting to hear. So we're walking around, and then my sister saw this sad nuggie vendor, and she was like, her whole world lit up. She was super excited. She knew about Sad Nuggie. I wasn't familiar with them, but she was very excited to see they were there, and She ended up getting a frog, Sad Nuggy. She adopted a frog, Sad Nuggy, and she promised to take me to the downtown location, because apparently they have a store in downtown and in just off of London. Apparently, there is a London in Canada, a location called London in Canada. So not London, England, London, Canada. So apparently they have a location in London, and there is a location in downtown Toronto. So she promised to take me, and I'm looking forward to that. The ones they had there, which they had a few, was they had the regular nuggie, they had the frog nuggie, they had a spider nuggie, they had a snowman nuggie. What else did they have? I think they had a detective nuggie, and a few other nuggies. But I liked the devil nuggie very much, but I wasn't crazy about it. And then my sister adopted the froggy nuggie, Sad Nuggie, and then when she went to go adopt him, they had these enamel pins, and there was a Grim Reaper nuggie, and I was like, I totally want this one. So she promised to take me, because I love the little Grim Reaper Sad Nuggie, and I totally want to get one myself. So I'm looking forward to that trip one day. So she ended up adopting a froggy nuggie, and she just carried it like it was her most precious baby throughout the convention. So after that, after looking at the vendor's venue for a bit, my brother-in-law was looking for a Gundam. I think it was the unicorn one specifically, but it's the one that lights up. So apparently for the Gundam mobile Gundam figurines, there's a few different grades and a few different options, and there's been a few that come with light up features, right? And he's looking for the one for unicorn that lights up. A lot of the stores that we checked didn't have it, or they had the unicorn but it's not the light up version. And then eventually, as we were walking around, he finally found it. I forgot the price that the vendor said, but he did find it, but he wanted to check around the flea market as well before he bought it. So me and my sister were like, go buy it, we'll put our money together so you can get it, because I think he needed like over 200 cash. And we could just barely make it, I think, because I brought cash, my sister also brought cash, and he had cash on him as well, but he was just very hesitant to buy it, and he wanted to look around some more. It was a pretty good deal. I think it was like $230 or something like that. So me and my sister, we were encouraging him to buy. We were like, let's go back, let's go get it. But he was just like, no, let's wait. I want to go check the flea market first before I buy it. So we were like, okay, it's his decision after all. He is the one who's going to enjoy it. So we went along with his decision. But we were trying to encourage my brother-in-law to, go get the Gundam for him. And then we were walking around. I think at some point we did split up. And then me and my sister were like walking around while he went to see some of the other vendors for a bit. And then me and my sister made our way to Artist Alley. So at Artist Alley, I only wanted to see Phoenix because I know he would be there, and Pepperoni, who is another VTuber that I discovered on Twitter, So Pepperoni had a table in Artist Alley, and they shared their location already on Twitter, so I knew it. But Phoenix, on the other hand, was a little difficult. Ended up never having a chance to meet up with them or catch up with them, which is fine, you know. The man is allowed to enjoy anime. He's not going to just wait around for anyone, right? He's allowed to enjoy the convention himself as well. So I'm not mad, but I was hoping that because he is super tall, I would have been able to easily see him or identify him. So funny how even when you're a giant like him, it's hard to find people. So I couldn't meet up with the Phoenix, but you know, it's whatever. But I did get a chance to speak with Pepperoni, and I discovered another VTuber. Their name is Soda Anzu. They gave me their card, so I went and followed them on Blue Sky. I believe they're not on Twitter, or they might have an account, and I just couldn't find it. Because it's not on their card with their social. They have a Gmail, they have a Twitch, a VGen, a Ko-fi, a Blue Sky, YouTube, and TikTok, but there is no mention of Twitter or X on their card. So speaking of card, I think it's a good idea to get myself a business card with my VTuber and my socials in the back as well, and maybe a QR code as well. It's just very easy to hand out and network with people. So I'm planning on maybe when I'm a little bit bigger, getting myself a business card and handing that out. So yeah, I managed to meet up with them. I love their art. It's very dark and like almost creepy-ish. It's not actually creepy. Like, I enjoyed seeing their art, Pepperoni's art, but it is very much in style with what I enjoy, which is dark horror, creepy kind of aesthetic. So I might get a commission of my model from them when I get money. Well, that's the thing. I want to support all these artists, but I need money. I don't work. I don't like to work either, so I cannot enjoy these luxuries of art from these great, amazing artists because I cannot pay them, and I would prefer to pay them if I can, rather than getting free art, because you know, like, they deserve support too. So I got initially when I went to see them, their table was like so full of people that I just like, I saw them, I saw their location, and then I was like, okay, fine, I'll come back later. And then I was kind of shy to say hi initially, and then after I meeting up with my brother-in-law, after my brother-in-law joined us again, he also said like I should go say hi and introduce myself. So I was like, okay, maybe when we come back. So after going around Artist Alley, me and my sister only went around I think once because it's super busy, and a lot of stalls were like just crowded with a lot of people, so it was overwhelming. So we decided just to go through once. We took our time walking. We didn't just rush through. We took our time walking, but we just glanced because there was so much going on, so many different people, so many different artists. But yeah, and then after that, me and my sister were getting hungry. So we ended up going to get food. So all of the food trucks were outside because I had my own water and my sibling and my sister and her husband had their own water. We didn't buy any drinks. Mm. I love my setup because I'm not feeling well since coming back from Anime North. Like my computer is right next to my bed, so I can literally like instead of sitting on the edge, just sit on the bed with my legs stretched out and lying back with my hot water bottle. Okay, you guys should be back now. So yeah, so this person, there's two ladies, they're both short because I can look down at them. Um, were trying to steal at the convention center. So this was taking place in the Philly market. Um, this person literally had their hand in my sister's bag, and my sister pulled it off of her wallet and it's like, what are you doing? The person that was trying to steal looked shocked, like they got caught, and they, I think they pretended to like not understand because of the hijab situation, like they're like immigrants or something. But I feel like they knew what they were doing and she understood what my sister was saying, but just didn't respond. She was definitely shocked that she got caught. So yeah, my sister was not happy. So the two ladies started to walk away and my sister started following them. So they started to pick up speed, and my sister, being healthy as she is, she also started picking up speed and she started literally following them. My brother-in-law eventually understood what happened, I think. So he's like, where is security or staff? And I'm like, I'm not really sure. Do they really have that here? And my brother will explain, like, they should have staff and security. They usually have staff and security like hanging around. I was like, oh, okay. So I hung out with him, and while my sister literally followed those two girls around. Eventually, my brother-in-law found her, so we caught up to my sister, and my sister was explain. And then these two ladies eventually stopped, and my sister's like, hey, you just tried to steal, so I'm gonna continue to follow you around unless and call the cops unless you leave. And she literally made them leave the door through the very door that we went through, because it's a gated entrance. Someone has to check your ID before they let you in. So what is it? She made them leave the door, and these two people sitting on the edge of the entrance by the side, they're like, my sister's like, those two girls died to stay, and these two girls heard it, or two people, I think it was a guy and a girl that were sitting on it, heard it, and she's like, who? And my sister's like, those two ladies over there. And then she bolted to show them who they were. I cannot keep up with my sister, especially in athletics. Okay, I am very slow, I'm very lazy, so I'll be out of breath. So she bolted. These two people followed my sister to catch these two ladies that tried to steal. The person at the door, at the gate, that was like keeping an eye on who's entering, he asked me what happened, because he probably, and I was like, those two ladies tried to steal. And he's like, oh really? That's like the fourth or fifth encounter now. So apparently that got reported. So obviously these two ladies are trying to like steal, and I only got this information from the door person that was standing there. So I don't have my phone anymore. My sister bolted. She's running. Okay, I think my brother-in-law followed her, followed behind her too, because I couldn't find him anywhere either. So me, I am now left alone, no phone. Thankfully I had my wallet still with me, so I could find my way home if I needed to, but I'm not gonna just leave at this point. So no phone, don't know where my sister went, don't know where my brother-in-law went, and I cannot run as fast as them to catch up. I know what direction they went in because I saw her running, but I don't know where they where they disappeared to. So my first thought is, I'm left alone. What do I do now? I have no way to contact my sister. Even if I borrowed a phone from a stranger, I don't know my sister's phone number or my brother-in-law's phone number by heart. I only know my dad's and my mom's. That's it. That's all I ever needed to know. So my first thought was, okay, let's just stay here. They'll eventually come back here, hopefully. And so what I did is I went back into the flea market building and stayed by the door that they exited out of, just off. So I'm now blocking the traffic. And I had my kimono on me, so I was praying that either my brother-in-law or my sister will recognize the outfit that I'm wearing. Anyway, fortunately, when my sister dropped me off at the convention, and went to park, my brother-in-law was able to identify me even before entering the building through the glass door. It's like, oh, there's your sister. So they were able to find me in the queue to enter the event. So hopefully, I was hoping they can do the same thing, because now I'm left alone. I don't know how long this is going to take. So I can't just leave. I can leave when it's closing, and there's no way for me to find out where they are or contact them. I would have eventually found my way home. I can do that, right? because I don't know where they park their car. My phone is not on me. I have some cash on me, but that's it. And then eventually I could probably go home and contact my sister. Uh, but yeah. Um, so I just waited, and then as I'm waiting by the entrance door, I see a group of cops, Toronto police, walk past me, and I see my sister coming through the door to meet with a cop, and a bunch of other people with her talking to the police and the staff about these two ladies trying to steal at the convention center. I guess the other people that were coming with her also got affected because apparently one of them got their phone stolen. My sister was about to lose her wallet. Fortunately, because she caught this person on time, she didn't lose her wallet. And that would have ruined the entire experience for everyone. So fortunately my sister got out of it unscathed, but the poor girl, one of the poor girls that came behind with her, lost their phone apparently. And so this is the second bad experience, I would say. This is the second bad experience that was in front of my eye. My sister had another one where someone smelled like they pooped their pants right then and there. Like, that's how awful, and she just couldn't stand it. But I wasn't there. I did not smell that. I wasn't there, so that was not part of mine. So this was a more crazy. So I see the cops, and I think my sister and my brother-in-law took photos of them to report. They did do a report to the Toronto Police website. They filed a complaint, and staff got involved as well as police. And I'm praying that whoever got affected by these two ladies get caught and the victims get their stuff back, because yes, everyone is having difficulty, but that doesn't mean you should be stealing from other people, especially at a convention that we're all trying to enjoy. One of the great things I love about a convention, especially like an anime convention or like Fan Expo, Anime North, or even TwitchCon that I've been to a few times, is that people are enjoying the people around them as well. Like, I enjoyed so many people's cosplay. I saw someone that's dressed as Spider-Man in a suit wearing Hatsune Miku wig. Like, so creative, right? There's so many people having such fun cosplays, amazing cosplays, creative cosplays, right? There's no rules to cosplaying, and you're just enjoying the vibe. There's no judgment, absolutely no judgment. Everyone's just enjoying each other's presence. Everyone's enjoying the convention, right? Helping each other out. Why ruin that experience by trying to do a crime? It did not make sense to me. Like, if it wasn't for that experience, it would have been a great evening for all of us. But thinking like, oh, I'm so mad that these people try to come to the, yes, we are probably going to have a lot of money on us for the shopping and everything, but we probably saved up for that, right? Like, these are things that you don't get to go to very often, and they're expensive. You have to save up money for it, unless you're rich. Then it doesn't really matter. But we're just in a similar position as you are, maybe better off, maybe worse off, we don't know. But for someone to steal and ruin their experience is just, it's heartbreaking. um so I hope these two ladies get caught, they go to jail, they suffer the consequences, and I hope that whatever they stole gets returned to the victims. So yeah, so my sister reported it. She was very upset. She was very annoyed, she was angry. I was also angry on her behalf, because it was such a good event, we were all having a great time, and this kind of ruined it. But thankfully our family did not get affected as some of the other victims. Like losing your phone is a big deal. Your whole life is on your phone. Imagine losing that. You have to reset your password for all of your accounts. You have to reset your if you do your banking and stuff through your phone, you have to get that reset, and you have to like do a lot of probably reporting to a lot of locations like banks, CRA, which is the tax people in Canada, probably to a lot of important like government offices like Ontario Service Ontario or whatever that deals with your IDs and stuff. It's a headache for sure, and it's annoying. So I'm glad my sister didn't get or like she caught the person red-handed, so that she didn't. But yeah, so that was the crazy story. But before eating and before going to the flea market and experiencing that, we got to go to a workshop. So this was a Gundam workshop where you can build a figurine. I ended up building AX782 Gundam. Those of you who are familiar with Gundam, it was a small model, maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches tall. It was my first time building a figurine, and well, no, I've built Kinder Surprise toys, so but they're very easy and very quick. So this was my first time building a Gundam figure for sure. My god, was it hard. They gave us the tools to build it, so the pliers, the X-Acto knife, the tweezers, and the file to like smooth down the surfaces. So it was fun, but my god, was it frustrating. Some of these pieces were so tiny, and if you left it on a desk, it looks like garbage, like it looks like a piece of plastic garbage, right? It was so tiny, it was hard to maneuver and put together. Like at some point, I initially started very patiently, like filing the edges and like taking my time to fit. But at some point I got so frustrated and losing my patience that I started building it wrong. Like I started putting parts backwards. It still fit, but it was backwards, and I was just like, no. I think it took me an entire hour to build the whole figure, and it was great. And these people, my sister took a photo of their company, and apparently they meet up like once a month, and you can buy more Gundams from them, and you can bring your own, and they can rent to you the tools, or you can bring your own tools as well. And they just meet up once a month to like build together, chat, share tips and everything. And if my sister goes, I'm planning to go with her, because these are the kind of events that I kind of want to go to, but I didn't know existed here in Toronto. So I'm looking forward to building Gundams. I do have a Gunpla, I think my brother-in-law gave me, that I'm hoping to build on stream one day. I'll have to figure out the hand can stream situation. But that's too much for me right now. So eventually, if once I figure that out, I want to build it on stream, on camera, and hopefully you guys could look forward to that soon. So this was the entire Anime North convention experience on Friday. And before leaving the convention, I did end up going back to Artist Alley and saying hello to Mepperoni and getting introduced to Soda Anzu before we decided to head home. While me and my sister went back to Artist Alley, oh, there's another ad break. Okay, welcome back everyone. So, before heading home and after that entire whole theft police situation, where my sister reported them, my brother-in-law split up from me and my sister. My sister and I decided to go back to Artist Alley because it was right there. So I decided I wanted to go say hi. And it was a lot less crowded. So this is now half an hour before closing, so probably around 9:30. We decided to go back to the Artist Alley. And I wanted to go say hi to Mepperoni. That's where I got introduced to Soda Anzu. They gave me their card. So I introduced myself, said I was Pandora, and I was like looking forward to meeting them. And that I followed them on Twitter. So got to say hi. Love their art pieces. So I'm hoping one day I'll get to commission them. Hopefully soon. But yeah. And then my brother-in-law left to go see if he could go purchase the Gundam. And sadly, it got sold. So yeah, me and my sister were encouraging him to go get it right away, but he wanted to see if there was other options. So he missed out on the Gundam that he really wanted. But I'm a big believer that if it was meant to be, and my sister also believes this, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If you're meant to have it, you will eventually get it. And I believe in this because I will share an experience that I had. So one day, many years ago, I was going shopping with my mom at Walmart, right? This was when my youngest sister was 2 hours away for university. So I went shopping with my mom at a Walmart, and I saw this cute mug shaped like a monkey. So and I really wanted it, but my mom said no because the material felt very fragile, and she's like, no, it's very fragile, it'll break easily. So I ended up leaving it behind. I kid you not, within the week, I got that cup. My sister came to visit from her university location, so she has to drive like 2+ hours to get home, right? And she brought the cup, and she's like, here, I thought of you when I saw this. And it was the exact cup that I wanted, but just from a different location. Obviously it's Walmart, so they probably have it in multiple locations, but there was no contact between me and my sister about this cup. Me and my youngest sister, we don't really even talk very much unless there's something we need. So there was no contact between us. She just decided to come home for that week, for like a weekend or something. I think it was within 3 days I got that cup. And my sister was like, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. And after that, I've believed after that particular experience, I believe that if it was meant to be yours, if that cup was meant to be mine, it will find its way to me. So this is what I believe for my brother-in-law. If that Gundam that he's looking for is meant to be his, it will find its way to him somehow. It may not be right away, or it may be right away. Maybe like 3 days from now, he'll get a gift from someone and it was like, here, or something. Or maybe he'll find it on his own at some thrift shop for like very, very cheap. But if it's meant to be, I believe it will find its way to him. So, unfortunately, the one he was going to buy got sold, so he left empty-handed. My sister was happy with her Sad Nuggy purchase and her t-shirt purchase. She probably spent the most money. Whereas me, I barely spent any. I think I spent $13 on the corn dog that I only finished half of, and my brother-in-law took the rest. And then all three of us built a Gundam. At the Gundam station, there was a lot of Gundams and figures on display. I saw one, a huge one. It was probably like a 1.5 long, so maybe like 15-16 inches tall. And it had a cute little pup in that where the head would be resting. So I posted that on Twitter as well if you want to go check it out. So we had our fun. Fortunately, my brother-in-law missed out on that Gundam figure. But as me and my sister were walking around, we tried to see. I didn't understand that he wanted a light up one. I thought he just wanted the unicorn of a model, and I saw it at a store and I was like, it's right there. But apparently it's the wrong model. It's the right model but the wrong model at the time. It was a unicorn, but it wasn't the light up version. So that's what he's looking for. So I'm gonna see if I can keep an eye out for that and let him know. But yeah, so drive home, my sister drove. um I was scared for a minute because I was now in the passenger seat next to her, and she is a good driver, but her turns make my body shift, and so I get scared when I'm next to her while she's driving. I was hoping to sit in the back, but my brother-in-law sat in the back, so, and he's like, you go sit in the front. So yeah, I would much prefer to sit in the back with my sister driving, honestly. No offense to her, but yeah, when she drives, when she turns particularly, my body just goes wee to the like left or the right, depending on which side she is turning to. So yeah, so but we all made it safely home. And then I was tired, so I went to go get changed. They hung out for a bit before going to meet up with some of my brother-in-law's friends, and then heading. As I am getting ready for bed, I realized I forgot my phone in their car, so I just quickly messaged my brother-in-law like, hey, I'm heading to bed, but my phone is in your car. So he just confirmed that it's in the front seat. I was like, yeah, probably in the door handle. And then I was like, he's like, okay, I'll leave it in the house before we head home. I did. I found it this morning on the dining table, so I'm grateful. Because without it, I can't YouTube today or stream. Well, I can stream, I just wouldn't have my model. But with it, I can model my stream. So thank you, brother-in-law, for leaving my phone. They are here today. Both my sister and brother-in-law are. They said they were gonna come yesterday, but we were both tired. Yesterday, I didn't wake up till like 3 p.m. And it was the same for my sister. She didn't wake up till 3 p.m. either. I feel like my sister and I are sync sometimes, because she does something and I do something, and it's very similar. Like, she'll paint her nails, and I would also paint like a similar color or something like that. Or we started school around the same time. We haven't gone to school for like, I think, 10 plus years, and then we started school at the same time. I'm out of school now. I do still have a final year to do, but I'm questioning if I want to go or not, mainly because one, it's not my idea to get a career in gaming, and two, OSAP, the student loan situation changed, where now it's more loan than grant, whereas before it was more grant than loan. So I don't know if it was worth it for me to go back. I did finish my first year, so I don't get any penalties. I just have to pay back the 1,500, because the conditional offer is if I graduated, I didn't have to pay back. But 1,500 is much more affordable, I guess, than 30,000. So yeah, I think I might just leave it at this and just not go back, and maybe try something else out, or maybe go back to traveling, you know, or maybe find a part-time job. I don't want to work though. So yeah, I am kind of, this was our event. Yeah, so this was Friday. Overall, good experience. Might consider going back next year, because it wasn't bad enough that I don't want to go. I am a little bit more cautious though, so I might just be, instead of carrying a clear bag, because I know in America you have to carry clear bags in the conventions. For this one, I might just do like a zipper bag that I can keep in front of me, rather than a backpack that's easily accessible. So yeah, I will definitely want to go again next year for sure. If I get the opportunity to go, I might consider it if I have the money for sure. But yeah, so this is the entire story. Considering I only have about 20 minutes left, I don't think I'm gonna play Hollow Knight because I am fairly tired. So I think what I'll do is I will try to find someone to raid into. But first, what I'm going to do is, if you are watching the stream and you haven't already, please redeem the soul. It's only one channel point, which is not very expensive. And you will, I will write your name in my stream journal. This is an idea I got from One Little Prana. He is a Canadian streamer, and I thought it was a great idea to write down the names of your viewers that help support you, so that ever in the future, like, I can look back at all these names that supported me, and it'll be like a great feeling of like how far I've come. So if you haven't already, please redeem your soul for today's stream, and I will write your name in my journal. But let me just go to the Twitch page. I could. Okay, so the only person that's redeemed it is Silver Porky. Twitch story time. And North 2026 first time. Okay, so we have Silver Porky. I guess you are the only one that redeemed it today. Okay. Thank you so much for redeeming your soul today, and I have written your name in my journal. So I'm gonna mark it as complete. And now we're gonna find a channel to raid. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I should have just put story time. Okay, so let me change this to just chatting. I thought I would play Hollow Knight today, but I only have like 20 minutes left, or 15 minutes left. Let's see if there's anyone else that wants to redeem their soul before I raid out so I can read your name. Please do. Raid channel. Refresh this. Let me see if I can find Mepperoni and search. Let me see. Learning. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so they're not live, but I'll just follow them. Okay. And then let's see if I can find Pepperoni. Hold on. Let me try finding them on Twitter. Maybe they're alive. If they're not, then I'll just find someone else. But I do want to support them, so. Oh, they might not be streaming because they're at Anime North today. Okay. Okay. I got it. Yeah, they're not live today because they're at the convention today. Okay, so since they're both not available today, I will find someone else. Let's see, who can we raid into? I want someone that just started. Oh, okay. We found someone. Comfy Kyuki. Okay, let's go to them. They are an English speaker. Let's see. Okay, I guess we'll raid into them. It doesn't look like they have a follow only, so start raid. If you are a subscriber, raid 1 is for you if you want to use a raid message, and if not and you're just a follower, here is your message for your raid. If you would like a raid message, I will probably just say hi and then leave, because I am tired. I'm very tired. I need to take my shots again. Answer is gonna be so mad at me, but I'm trying. I have a big fear of needles, so it's hard to inject myself with a needle. I used to pass out at the word of blood work, IV, needles, anything, shots. Like a huge fear. Like I would be on the floor when I was a kid. I'm a lot better now, but it's still a very stressful thing for me. I have to like breathe. I have to distract myself by like watching TV and listening. I can't look at myself getting injected, but I do have to like see it from the corner of my eyes. It's hard. So I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye bye.